Welcome to our show, International Student Brief. Today, we've got some intriguing news to share with you. First up, a federal judge has given Donald Trump the go-ahead to make significant cuts to the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, which could affect global humanitarian efforts. This decision follows a lawsuit from unions representing USAID employees, but the judge determined that the plaintiffs didn't prove their case strongly enough for an injunction. In sports news, Fiorentina midfielder Edoardo Bove is eyeing a return to competitive football in June after a cardiac incident last September. He's had surgery to fit an internal defibrillator, which currently restricts him from playing in Italy. Bove is considering his options, including possibly playing abroad, as he expresses his eagerness to get back on the field. Lastly, in a thrilling moment during the NBA All-Star Game, college student Jaren Barajas snagged a whopping $100,000 after defeating NBA star Damian Lillard in a three-point shooting contest. Barajas made a last-second shot to clinch victory, and the money will significantly aid his education and family. What a day for him. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these stories. The Independent reports that a federal judge has paved the way for Donald Trump to significantly reduce the workforce at the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, potentially displacing thousands of foreign aid workers and jeopardizing critical humanitarian efforts worldwide. Judge Carl Nichols, appointed by Trump, lifted a restraining order that previously blocked the administration's plans to drastically cut USAID staff, which supports essential missions in over 100 countries. Despite warnings from USAID employees about the severe consequences of such actions, Nichols determined that the claims of harm presented by the plaintiffs were overstated and did not warrant an injunction, thus allowing the administration to proceed with its controversial plans. Yahoo US highlights the story of Fiorentina midfielder Edoardo Bove, who is eager to return to competitive football by June after a life-threatening health scare. Bove collapsed during a match in September and underwent surgery to have an internal defibrillator fitted. Although he has made a remarkable recovery, Italian regulations prevent him from playing with the device in the country. Bove expressed his longing for the game, comparing his situation to a singer who has lost their voice, and is now contemplating playing abroad where such restrictions do not apply. He remains hopeful about his return while weighing the possibility of removing the defibrillator, emphasizing that football is too important for him to give up. The Guardian discusses the decline of U.S. power under Donald Trump, who has openly pursued policies that reduce Ukraine to a state of economic dependency on the U.S. This approach marks a departure from the previously upheld notion of American moral supremacy, which was already undermined by historical actions in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other conflicts. Trump's administration has discarded the facade of moral leadership, opting instead for a more brutal and self-serving foreign policy. This shift not only alienates traditional allies but also leaves the U.S. in a precarious position, grappling with diminished military strength, economic challenges, and a tarnished reputation on the global stage. The article underscores how the abandonment of moral pretenses has left the U.S. as a struggling superpower, lacking the principles that once justified its dominance. The Independent reports a growing trend of medical tourism, particularly in weight loss procedures, with experts cautioning the public against enticing special offers that may compromise their health. Academics from King's College London express concern over the quality of care provided in countries like Turkey and India, where many individuals seek bariatric surgery due to long waiting times at home. Alarmingly, there have been instances of patients receiving substandard treatment, leading to serious injuries or even fatalities. To address these issues, a set of safety guidelines has been established, urging patients to consult with their home doctors and to only seek treatment at accredited centers, ensuring a higher standard of care for those considering medical tourism. In another story by The Independent, an 18-year-old college student named Jaren Barajas made headlines after winning a $100,000 prize by defeating NBA star Damian Lillard in a thrilling three-point shooting contest during the NBA All-Star Game. Competing in a challenge organized by YouTuber MrBeast, Barajas managed to make a critical shot just seconds before the time expired, securing a life-changing amount of money that he plans to use for his education and to support his family. Lillard expressed his delight at Barajas's success, emphasizing the positive impact the win would have on the young man's future. The NBA also announced donations to local scholarship funds and community programs, further highlighting the event's significance. Deutsche Welle highlights Portugal's struggle with a brain drain, as many of its educated youth are leaving the country for better work opportunities abroad. In response to this concerning trend, the Portuguese government is implementing measures such as tax waivers to entice young professionals to stay. The effectiveness of these initiatives remains uncertain, as the allure of foreign job markets continues to draw talent away from Portugal. The government's efforts reflect a broader concern about maintaining a skilled workforce and fostering economic growth within the country, as the departure of young professionals poses a significant challenge to Portugal's future development. Australian Broadcasting Corporation. Australia's immigration landscape is currently in disarray, heavily influenced by the interests of universities and businesses. Despite the government's attempts to slow down student visa applications, the number of offshore higher education visas granted has skyrocketed, reaching record levels. This surge is not aligned with the projected net overseas migration figures, which are expected to fall short of their targets. The current immigration system appears disconnected from the housing market's ability to accommodate new arrivals, leading to a significant housing shortfall. As construction rates lag behind the rising demand for housing, the government has yet to establish a coherent immigration target or strategy, further complicating the situation. With an aging population and declining birth rates, the necessity of immigration is clear, yet the political will to manage it effectively remains lacking. The government must prioritize reforming foreign student policies and improving the skill levels of migrants to ensure that the immigration system contributes positively to the economy rather than exacerbating existing challenges. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the Shakeup team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of Shakeup Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the Shakeup team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize Shakeup Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, shakeupbrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive Shakeup Brief via email.
When lights dim, voices loud, headlines flashing wild. World in a frame now, stories told, it's time to plow. Eyes glued, truth pursued, understanding woven through. Heartbeats race breaking through, knowledge spreads the new view. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Shadows lift, facts unfold, moments chasing, stories told. Heroes, villains, tales of old. In this hour, truth is gold. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every angle sheds some light, morning, evening, through the night. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, live and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Breaking the news, breaking the day, truth and insight our way. Every story, every play, living clear we convey. Every story, every play, and clear we convey. Truth and insight our way. Truth and insight our way. Depths revealed, voices bright, news in focus, black and white. Every